Hey folks, here I am in this Star Trek shirt. Let me just tell you this, if you know anything about Star Trek, don't wear a red shirt, especially nowadays. That does not portend well. So, what am I going to cook tonight? You know, I thought about that, and I thought that a lot of you guys are sequestered away with your kids, and you're trying to homeschool them and do all these things, and if you're not crazy now, you probably will be. So, let's do a little something for the kids, but something the whole family will like. When my kids were little, I knew they liked macaroni and cheese, and I knew they liked hamburgers, so one day I decided, hey, let's put them both together. So, that's what we're going to make tonight. And a little something I call macaroni and cheeseburger pie. Check it out. So get yourself a package of macaroni. Elbow macaroni is the best. Boil it and drain it according to directions. Take a look at this. These are some of the ingredients for the mac and cheese. I'll talk about them as we mix them. So what I'm going to do is put together a basic mac and cheese. Now this is basic because when I make mac and cheese, I tear it up. I mean, it's the best mac and cheese you ever had, but this is basic because of our recipe. So what's going in here is half stick of butter, and I want to get that melting up in there. Now if you let your mac cool off a little bit, chop that butter into pats and it will melt down. So I'm going to roll that in there. And to that, just a little touch of salt. We don't need to go crazy on that. Stirring that in as that butter melts away. Oh my gosh, that smells so good. So there, we got the butter, we got salt, breadcrumbs. Now this kind of holds everything together. That's another one of my little secrets of mac and cheese. Breadcrumbs. Let's not put the butter in there. So stir a bit of those in there, and that butter is melting, almost gone. Great. Next, I'm going to add little French's crispy fried onions to that. I'm not going to break them up too god-awful much, but put them in there. That's going to add a nice flavor. Incredible, delicious flavor. Get those in there. And now I'm going to put my, since the butter's all melted, my cooler ingredients in. Little mild cheddar cheese. You can do any cheese you want, but mac and cheese for this kind of dish begs for cheddar. So I'm going to get that cheddar cheese melting in there, and I'm going to keep adding it and keep adding it. And as this starts to thicken up, whoa, nice catch. As this starts to thicken up, I'm going to add milk to it. But I don't want it too thin. I want it just, oh, look. Oh, it's starting to melt in there. Looking delicious. You know what? We're going for the whole package. Well, if you're going to make mac and cheese, make mac and cheese. So that's going to melt in there really nicely, really nicely. It's starting to do it itself. It's still got heat. And then I might turn the heat up on this and add milk. So I'm going to let that start melting. Just going to cover it a little bit with that. And we'll move on to the next step. Now after your cheese is melted in there really good, I'm adding about a half a cup of milk. You can add more if you like, just to keep it all wet. Okay, we're all ready to make burger in this macaroni and cheeseburger pie. Really easy. Step over here, sister. Let me show you. These are all the ingredients. I'm going to put in, I got this great stuff. Court makes these great Grill Mates spices. So that one's a little spicier, Montreal steak. So I'll put a little of that to start with. And you guys know I love garlic. So garlic powder. Kirkland makes those great big giant ones. And boy, do I go through them. And how about a little paprika? And we're going to play with this like it's a meatloaf, okay? So that's why I wash my hands 1,000 times. I'm going to get my fingers in there and get it worked. in there really good, like you're working a meatloaf. If you don't work a meatloaf like this, you don't know how to make a meatloaf. So, broke that up a little bit. I'm going to add more. Great stuff. And more garlic. Let's go with it all. Mix that up. A little bit more paprika. Paprika's coming over. It's Blue's Clues. Boy, did that one come out of nowhere. Then I'm going to add French's crispy fried onions. I like to kind of meld two things. Same kind of ingredients and the same stuff. So let's crush that up. Mix that up really well. Throw a little bit of more of that on there. And there's your burger. It's as easy as this. Now, what are we going to do with this? We're going to cook it like a hamburger, of course. Watch. Okay. So get your skillet really nice and hot. Get your burger and form it into a wheel. Pat it down in there. Don't burn yourself, guys. But pat it down. Get it nice and round because depending on how much fat is in it, it's going to shrink up. Keep an eye on it. You don't want it too well done, but well enough. And give it a flip. Be careful. Pull that burger out and let it cool a bit. Okay, our burger is done, and I'm going to drop it on a pie crust. Now, this pie crust I had in the oven, like at 350 for about 5 minutes just to seal the bottom. So that burger's going to go right there. I'm going to try to center it. There we go. And then we're going to start putting on a nice, healthy layer of mac. I'm going to get it in those corners that the burger's not in. Oh, yes. You guys get down there. Yes. And anything that spills, I'll clean up later because it's all good. Look at that. That cheese is delicious. Okay, and I want to mound that on there. I'm really going to mound it on. You'll see why. Should have got that handle out of the way. All right, we got a nice mound of mac on there. Now, we're going to make this like it's a burger, okay? And on my burgers, I like mustard. That's up to you. You want to put mustard on, but I'm telling you, put mustard on because mustard is good. Sounds weird, sounds strange, but in the long run, it's going to be delicious. Now, don't get carried away. Put some mustard on there. And since it's not a hot dog, it's a hamburger, we're going to put a little ketchup. Again, don't go nuts. Sounds funny, but it's going to be good. And then I like onion on my burger. So we'll pile some onion on there. That's good right there. So you can get a little bit in every bite. And a little famous Dave's hot pickles. Now again, you guys, you can, when I used to make this for the kids when they were little, I'd put a little mustard and a little ketchup. I wouldn't put the onion and the pickle on it because, well, because they didn't really like that. Oh, that pickle's so good. This pie crust, I did not cook. So it's raw, all right? That's gonna go on top. And if this works well, I can work this pie crust off of here and onto the sandwich, because that's what it's going to be. Go along and push that down and around. Flatten it on there. And there we have it. I'm going to seal the edges a little bit more before I put it in, but you got the idea of what is going on. You get back in there, you. And then we're going to pop this in the oven at 350 until that crust is cooked. There we go. and into the oven. All right. Macaroni and cheeseburger pie, there it is. Okay, we're not going to waste any time. We're going to dive into this. So maybe I'll just cut it straight across. Oh, I can feel it. It's tight in there. Ooh, it's starting to fall apart. Oh, yes, buddy. Now, the true tale of the tape. Can we get a piece out of here? Let me go low. Come on. Oh, look. Straight from the land of yummy. There. Kind of falling apart there, but you can see the mac, the cheese, the meat. I'm going to break into this a little bit. Oh, get a nice bite with everything on it. No red shirt on this one, baby. I am Captain Kirk. Oh my God. Y'all mad. Now, all those people who are thinking, oh, well, why did you put mustard and ketchup on it? It works. It just works. Try it this way. It works. Come on. It has all the flavor of a really good cheeseburger. The crust is crusty. The mac has melted down in there around that burger. You can taste the onion. You can taste the taste of mustard. I want one more little bite. Oh yeah. Try this. You can leave off, put on, do whatever you want, but try it. I guarantee you, your kids are going to love it unless they're like, whoa. Then put a red shirt on and send them about their way. So, macaroni and cheeseburger pie. See, you got a little extra mac in there. I'm going to dig out and put that on top of here. And I'm going to go to town. So, give it a shot. It's delicious. Straight from the land of yummy. And that's all I got to say about that. Mac and cheese pie.